This week, our bedroom got a glow up. I've always loved the look of limewash, and when I found out there's a way to do it with regular paint, I was so excited to try it.
Ooh, that's a nice color.
Since we're also installing a new closet organizer, I started with the closet as a trial run to figure out the technique and sample how it would look. I need that. Hey! I just finished the first coat of the faux lime wash. I'm really happy with it. When I was pouring the paints, I was a little worried because I'm like, damn, these whites look very similar. But once I actually put them on the brush and put them on the wall, I could definitely see how different they were.
Ooh, that's a nice color.
And how they'd really complement each other really well to make this faux lime wash effect. I watched a bunch of videos on it, and basically you have your paint tray, you have your two different colors and they're separated, and then you dip your brush in either side. Some people also dipped it in water before dipping it into the paint, and some people didn't. I tried it both ways, and I think not dipping it in water is better. In the places where I dipped it in water first, it's a lot more streaky. Like, you can just tell how watery it is. Maybe that's also due to my application technique, but I think for the second coat, I'm just gonna skip the water and just dip it directly into the paint. It's pretty hard to accurately capture the color because, one, this is a windowless room, so depending on the temperature of the light that I shine on it, it's gonna look different. But I can already tell next to the white wall in the bedroom, it adds so much more warmth and texture, and I really like it. I want to do the closet first rather than do the entire bedroom and closet at once, because we just have so much stuff laying around the house, and if I finish the closet first, we can install the closet organizer, put everything in, and then when I have to remove things from the bedroom so that I can paint the walls in here, there won't be just piles and piles of stuff outside in the living room. It's actually quite a bit darker overall than I thought, but I think it will look very different in the main living area that gets a lot of natural light. So since I got 2 gallons of paint, my plan is still to paint the entire apartment in this style, in these colors. Since I was already painting the closet, I decided to also paint this ugly orange front door that just sticks out like a sore thumb. Our desks are on the other end of this wall, and every time I look towards the door, it just feels so jarring. My plan was to do the same lime wash effect on this door since I want to paint drench the entire apartment with the faux lime wash, but because of the wood grain, I realized that wasn't going to work. I decided to paint it the pale oak color instead, and it looks so good. I'm so happy with it, and now when I look towards the door, it feels calming and my eye can settle. We made a trip to IKEA since we decided to get a third cabinet for the kitchen, so I took the opportunity to look around for decor inspo. I don't know about you, but when I walk through the market hall in IKEA, I always find myself looking for ways I could use all the cute things that they have. I definitely want to replace our lighting fixtures with something more warm and organic, and I did like some of the options that they have. After securing our cabinet, we finished off with lunch before heading back to install our closet organizer. And finally, the organizer is installed. Now instead of 1 hanging rod, we have 2. Although we aren't fully using the depth in here, I do enjoy the breathing room since I want the bedroom to have a calm feeling, and a cluttered closet is not the way. For now, it's a bit of a mess since we still need a dresser, but Nova doesn't seem to mind it, and in fact, it's her favorite sleeping spot. Welcome to my cozy, moody bedroom. After I did the faux lime wash trial in the closet, I was like, I cannot wait to do the rest of my bedroom. I freaking love it. I am so happy with it. it just feels like so cozy. It has a more organic texture, so even though this is a windowless room, it kind of makes me feel closer to nature. A few design decisions that I specifically made. One was doing the faux lime wash on the door itself rather than doing the door, you know, the same color as the trim or a solid color. It's a small bedroom, and since one wall is almost all mirror, there isn't actually that much wall space, so I knew I wanted to paint the door the same faux lime wash effect so that everything would kind of blend together very seamlessly and it would feel like you're just in a cave. And then with the baseboards, I decided to paint them the darker of the two colors. It's a small room, so I didn't want a lighter color kind of breaking up the wall and the baseboard. So I'm really happy I decided to paint the baseboards the darker color because it really just blends very nicely. We also have the circuit breaker in our room, and I had the circuit breaker in my office in our last Toronto place. So I actually got this canvas art from just like a local girl off Facebook. So it was perfect. I already had it. It was already kind of a neutral color, but it was leaning quite yellowy. So to make it match the room, I also painted that the darker of the two paint colors. And it looks great, especially since the circuit breaker is not actually centered on that narrow wall. Because it kind of just blends in with the wall, you don't notice as much that it's off center. So the room is coming along. I'm so happy that the bedroom is fully painted and done and really shows me what the rest of the place will look like. Honestly, it just feels so cozy and relaxing being in this room that on my birthday, instead of going out for dinner, which were the plans that we had, I just stayed in instead. I just wanted to stay in and sit in this bed and enjoy this beautiful art that I have made in my room, and there's this feeling of coziness and accomplishment. It was great. We ordered a pizza and stayed in, and that might also be a marker of just being in your mid-30s. But I loved it, and the reason why I'm willing to put in work to make things beautiful is because you put in the work once, but you enjoy it on a daily basis. So the rug that we have in our bedroom, we've had for a few years now, and we set it up vertically because that was the only orientation that it would fit, but it meant that our nightstands were either on the rug and right up beside our bed, or off the rug and too far away. Unless you have a massive rug, the nightstands shouldn't be on the rug anyway, so instead of buying a new one, I decided to just cut this one to size. I know there's a proper way to finish a rug, but I'm not too fussed about it, so I just put some duct tape behind it and started hacking away. Oh, it's cut. Shit's cut.
Nice. Whoa.
Does it look super clean? No, but I put the cut side on the mirror door side, which you don't really see anyway, so I think it's fine. Now the nightstands are properly positioned from the bed, and we have a good amount of rug space still in front of the bed. And I actually like that now there's this clean floor space in front of the rug, because it means that when we add a dresser in the corner, it's gonna be fully off of the rug. So it all works out. There's still a lot of painting to do, and I'm gonna tackle it in sections so that it doesn't feel too overwhelming. I think I'm gonna do the main living area first, since we wanna put up the cat wall next. Wish me luck, and we'll see how much I actually get done in the next video.